Good.
offer a point of debate, we welcome it. So thanks for coming in. Okay, go ahead, DJ.
Oh, Shane's back. Another Globetard.
Yeah, Shane's been here for a while.
He's still coping. I know that. I can sense it.
Feeling good? Feeling good.
So you
Back.
Glovers are just camping out in the bait ladder. You won't have. Wow. Some
Alright,
lawyers.
Fix,
Am
why
I
do you
not
believe
welcome
the
here?
Earth is a sphere?
Fix your satellite.
Am I not welcome
Genji.
here?
You are welcome.
Of course you're welcome.
Oh,
The
okay.
Yeah,
truth.
yeah,
We
definitely.
want to know the truth.
It sounds like I was being chastised for being here for a long amount of time, as if that was a
Oh,
problem.
no.
So that's why I
Just
was
make sure
asking.
you stand on the plastic sheeting so when all the copium drips off, we can collect it and run the cars off it.
Damn.
Drink it up. Drink it up.
Alright, well, since Tenori
Damn, y'all
doesn't
are
want to
ornery.
talk, then I guess. So, Shane, why do you believe the Earth is a sphere?
I mean, multiple reasons. I don't know if I'm
Okay. The best one.
in the mode
Give
right
us the
now
best
of
one.
regurgitating thousands.
What's the most convincing, the best one you got?
Thousands.
Most compelling one.
I don't know if I've evaluated
Which
them that way.
one?
I haven't given like a top 10 list of my reasons. I'd have to think about it.
Say, all right.
We
I
know
mean,
there's
you
only
guys,
one reason. You saw it on
hopefully you guys
TV.
know I'm at least honest. I'm not gonna just throw something out there as if it's my end all be all answer and it's gonna crush the entire world. I don't have that. I don't think anybody has that.
Okay, how about this question? In real life,
Yeah.
do you experience the Earth as a sphere?
I do, yeah.
Okay, where and when?
Oh, when don't I?
No, but I'm asking. You said you experience it, right? So you must
So
have
much
like
for
some
being
kind
honest.
of memory. So where were you when you experienced it? Like what country or where? Like where do you see the globe?
You go
Everywhere I'm
outside.
at all times.
Exactly.
What?
Everywhere
At
I'm
all
at all
times.
times.
Okay, show me one instance. Just describe one specific instance where you saw the globe.
Anytime I look up, anytime I look out, anytime I look down, anytime I look sideways, I'm all still in the same place that I began. Wherever I'm looking from.
We live
Wait,
on a
okay,
globe,
when you
bro.
look sideways, you see it as a globe in real life? What do you mean?
Depends on how when I look sideways.
Yeah. When you look
What
sideways, like
what's that mean? Is
let's
it
say you're
like if
at a
I look at
beach.
a corner of my eye?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we
Yeah,
need to
so
refine the question a little bit. Shane, have you ever seen
Yeah.
the curvature of the Earth yourself?
yeah.
No, I haven't been up high enough to see the curvature of the Earth myself.
So if what's a surface that's not curving? Would that be flat?
No, that would cause me to draw an inference that I don't see any validity to or see any experience of that.
Right. So if
To
you
make
go
that
to
statement.
so let's use a specific example. Let's say you go to the ocean on a very calm day where there's no waves, and you look at the horizon. Is that flat or is that curving?
Curving.
Like curving away from me? Yes. Curving in front
No,
of
no,
me,
no.
like as an
No.
arch?
Do you see any curvature?
Yes. Curving away from me? Yes.
Can you post that? Do you have any photographs of that?
What do you want me to post?
What you said you saw a curvature, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Do
But
you have
what do you want me to post?
yeah. So when the when you saw the curve, can you post that?
Well, he thinks that um, so he's just imagining that there's curvature because he's looking at a flat horizon, right? And he's just imagining that it's curving, and that on the other side of that horizon is water down lower. That's just imagination. He's not actually seeing any curvature, and he's imagining that there's curvature and there's a byproduct of the curvature being a geometric horizon. And then we would challenge you to say, do you have any evidence that there's such a thing as a geometric horizon? This is where you'll start to run into
Yes.
problems. Okay, what's the evidence of
I
the
don't run into
geometric
any
horizon?
problem.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, I just said yes. I don't run into a problem with that. I mean, I
Okay,
can go
so
high, I can go low. I can on any plane, I can elevate myself, and I can see farther over the curve than I would if I was low. There's, I mean, multiple things I can do. I don't have to imagine it. I can actually observe it with my own
right,
eyes.
right. So the same thing would happen on a flat surface as well. So do you have any evidence of an actual geometric horizon existing?
Yes.
Okay, what is it?
Post it.
What do you want? You want me to? What is it that you want to see?
Your validation that a geometric horizon exists as a byproduct of the curvature of the Earth. This is a you problem. You think that the horizon's a geometric byproduct of curvature, and I was just wondering if you have any evidence of that, rather than just inferring it.
Is it? Should I give you evidence like how you guys give evidence, like videos on YouTube, or like what would
Well,
be
we're
evidence?
testing. We're just testing. Okay, so you're the one making the specific claim. Okay, we just test your claim, and we can't find the curvature. We can't find the geometric horizon. So you're saying it exists, right? We can't find it. Okay, so cancel that out. Now, where did you find it? Who found it?
Yeah, I'll try again.
Even so,
So
even the mainstream,
you're
right?
asking
So
for proof.
even yeah. No, I'll
I see.
restate
Okay.
the question. Right. So if the Earth's a
Okay.
globe, right, there should be a
Uh-huh.
certain amount of curvature over the surface of water because of gravity and the size of the globe. Okay, and there should be a physical geometric horizon, and that should be a cutoff point. You shouldn't physically see any water past that geometric horizon. I mean, everything beyond the geometric horizon, right, that's lower than it would be hidden behind it physically. Okay, but when we go and check it, we don't find any evidence that that's the case. We find that the horizon is just an apparent line in which the sky and the ground meets, which shifts all over the place due to all sorts of different weather conditions that can take place. And it's a byproduct of altitude, perspective, and conditions in the air, like the atmo. We can prove all of those
So is
things
your
to be
perception
true.
okay?
Yeah, all of those things are, that's exactly as it's defined. That's exactly what we all experience in the real world. But what you're claiming is that really it's a byproduct of Earth curvature. But I don't think that you have any evidence of that to be true.
What type of evidence would you like me to produce? Would you like, as if I just produce like the math, that's not going to be super compelling, right? If I
Right,
just
that's what we're
produce like
testing.
a
Yeah,
graphic
math.
image, if I draw something by hand, that's not proof. I show
Of course
research
not.
papers. Does that work? I mean, what works?
No.
What
Okay.
is a
Empirical, it's got to be, yeah, so an actual physical validation of it, right? So this is a you problem. So obviously we're testing the math, right? So when we go out and do our tests, you guys are the ones presenting the math, and then we go out and test that math to see if the math matches reality, and it doesn't ever. Right? So you're saying that the math does match reality. So showing me the math that we already know, that's not going to help, right? Numbers on paper is not going to help either, right? You would have to actually validate that such a thing exists as curvature over the surface of water. And like I said before, this is where you're going to run into problems because now you're throwing out like you want to show me math, you want to show me a research paper or something like that. Show me something that's actually
no?
empirical.
DJ, you're probably one of the more honest people that I've interacted with the way that you interact. Did I say that I'm going to show you math? I said, what do you want? If I show you math, is that going to work? That's not going to work. If I showed you, a research paper, is that going to work? That's not going to work. So let's be honest with each other.
If there's empirical evidence in the research paper, yeah, that'll work. Math doesn't mean anything until you have measurements to put into those variables.
Yeah, so we all agree math is not going to work.
Well, math alone doesn't do anything. It has no correlation to the natural world.
And this is why I'm not a flat earther. Math doesn't work? Are we serious?
No, it doesn't work to prove things about the natural world. Science is empirical. It's not based upon concepts, ideas, metaphysics, or anything like that. Math is an abstraction, a transcendental category. Science is empirical. So if you have a bunch of math, you have a model, you have predictions, how do you know whether that's correct? You go into the natural world, you do your measurements, you do your experiment, and you see if the natural world matches your prediction. And if it doesn't, then your prediction's wrong. Your theory's wrong. Your hypothesis is wrong. Because we can calculate anything. We can calculate the number of angels that are fit on the head of a pin. So what? The only way to prove whether that's true or not is you need to calculate the angels. You need to count the angels.
Math doesn't work. Okay.
You can calculate anything you want.
You can calculate the number of angels on the head on a pin. I mean, I don't think I'm not going to take that literal.
That comes from Newton, by the way.
What's that?
That came from Newton, by the way. Newton coined that. The calculations in themselves don't really mean anything. Not in a scientific sense.
India, isn't like that what we like the whole thing about the Earth curvature is like based on the radius, the Earth curvature should be 8 inches for every mile squared. That's the math. That should work. That works. When we go out there, it doesn't work because it doesn't what we measure.
That's
the example we're using. That's the example where you're saying though. Is that's why math itself doesn't work because you have to go measure it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
You're testing it. You have to test it in the natural world.
The math doesn't work because you have to go measure it, and
you can't make a scientific claim. Are you being intentionally obtuse?
No, I'm trying to understand. To me, this seems foreign.
Is math reality?
I'm trying to understand.
Do you think math is reality?
Math is a way of measuring realities.
Measurement's a way of measuring reality. Measurements are made with instruments. They're not measured with math.
What happens if you try to do math but you have bad data?
If you do math and you have bad data, then you get bad results in your math.
Okay, so that's the point he's kind of making.
Well, he's telling me that measurements are not made using math.
Well, all you need to know is if you have bad data and you do math with that bad data, you're not going to get real real world results, right? It's not going to
just straw man what I said, dude.
Okay, say it again. I don't have to straw man what you're
saying. What I just said is what he's explaining. Does that make sense to you? What I just said?
What you're saying makes sense to me, but then he's saying that I'm straw manning it.
Okay, but
hey, Flatlander. Hey, Flatlander, hold on. Let Indio handle this.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, I didn't say you don't use math. If you quantify something, do a measurement, of course you're using math. You're summing values. So yes, you're counting. Or you're using geometry. But the math in and of itself outside of the real world doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't have any predictive qualities.
Predicting what?
So your claim is it does not have predictive qualities.
Predicting what?
Anything. I mean,
something in the natural world?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, dude. But the arbiter is the natural world, not the math. Here's another thing Newton said. If it can't be settled by experiment, it's not worthy of debate. And what we're telling you is the math, the predictions that they make of what the globe is supposed to be and how it's supposed to exist. 8 inches per mile squared was just laid out. That doesn't exist in reality. And you go try to go measure this, that geometry in reality, it doesn't exist. See, I know it's inconceivable to you that all the things
I'm
they say
completely
about the
conceiving.
globe.
I'm
Well,
completely conceiving my reality.
well, there's only one reality, but I know it's inconceivable to you that the
I
globe
didn't say it. Did
predictions
I say it
are
was
incorrect.
inconceivable, or do I have any?
No, dude, will you let me
You're
finish the
putting words in
sentence?
my mouth. I'm trying
Will you
not
let
to
me
put words
finish
in
the
your mouth.
sentence? You're
Go
jumping to
ahead, man.
conclusions.
Okay, go
I know
ahead.
it's inconceivable to you that the predictions of the globe, the mathematics, don't match the physical world, but they don't.
Every time I run, every time I check, they do.
Oh, give me an example. What did you check last?
Last things we were checking was last night. We were doing quite a few of the different videos of. We were trying to use ones that were impartial, like ones that weren't coming from somebody saying this disproves the flat Earth or proves the flat Earth. We were trying to find videos or images that were not coming from the angle, that were mainly, let's just say, just like a photographer who had put a lot of data into it, or someone who had taken videos. We were doing several of those.
Okay, that's very non-specific.
Oh, do you want to get specific? Would
You
you
said
rather that
every
I?
one, so I want yes, it's the specific one.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to put myself on mute. That doesn't mean I'm coping. That doesn't mean that I'm having some issue.
Yeah.
I'm going to go grab that information and bring it back. Okay.
Okay.
Is that
In the
fair?
Did it last night?
meantime, good.
Is that fair?
Yeah, I'm not in a hurry.
Okay.
In the meantime, I want one of these globies, flatties. Explain how does PS work if the Earth is flat? Start now.
Wait, how does PS work? You said.
How does GPS work on a
Oh,
flat Earth?
GPS. Sorry.
From one of you flatties.
How does the same? What do you mean? How does it work? You have a
Wouldn't it be
receiver.
Like,
easier?
The
don't
receiver gets a bunch of time of flight from beacons, passive beacons. You know, GPS is passive, right? It's not two-way communication.
GPS is passive.
Passive, yes, it's a passive. Your receiver just picks up a signal. Doesn't talk to a satellite.
Right, from a satellite.
It can be anywhere.
But the satellite is in space, right?
No.
Where is it?
Could be anywhere. Doesn't matter where it is. Could be on top of a tower. Could be down the street. Could be in your house on your roof. You know, GPS can be spoofed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so are they putting a satellite up to spoof it?
They're using the existing satellite.
No.
Yeah. They
They're
hack it.
just no, they're not hacking the fucking GPS satellite. No, all they're doing is sending out a GPS signal that the receiver picks up, and it sees the transmission. All it does is pick up what's called a Rhinex message. It picks it up, and it just gets the time of flight. How far away is that? And you can spoof all that information. Doesn't work the way you think it does. This is another example. This is a good example of what I just brought up. The way it's inconceivable to you guys that the shit doesn't work the way you think it works. But the thing is, nobody told you that it works the way you think it works. GPS uses something called trilateration. Okay, so it measures the time of flight that the radio signal took to get there. And if you have a couple of them, you'll have a few of them. You'll have overlapping circles that'll pinpoint your location. You're not talking to a satellite. You're just picking up a signal. Now, there's things called differential GPS, which are admitted to exist, that are admittedly ground-based. They're not in space. Your receiver can't tell where the signal comes from. It just knows the distance. Now, here's where it gets even weirder. It doesn't use a globe to even predict where that location is in the first place. They use a coordinate system called Earth-centered, Earth-fixed, and where it places you is on a tangent plane. It doesn't even use a globe at all. Now, you see it on your phone as latitude and longitude, but that is a coordinate transformation they do after the fact. That's not how the receiver as electronics see it. That's how you see it.
I see. So if the Earth is flat, how come you can see a boat go over the horizon and it disappears?
I've never seen that.
You've never seen that?
No, I've never seen that. Not in
So
real
this
life.
boat, if this goes over the horizon, so you're standing at the edge of the beach, you're having a great old time, watching the little boatie sail away. It sails and it's out of your view. That means we shouldn't be able to grab any binoculars or any high-powered cameras and zoom it back in because it's gone. Physical obstruction.
The curve went
So
over
you're
the
saying
curve.
yes, that is true. It's gone over the curve, therefore cannot be zoomed back in.
Yeah. There's no way you can zoom over that if it's
Excellent.
around the curve.
That's all right.
Absolutely.
That's all I wanted to know, brother. Now, what I want you to do, check in the side chat at 15 minutes past the hour. I've just posted up a video called The Empty Horizon. Can you please watch the first 20 seconds of that video?
Let's see. I'm playing it right now. CGI already, I can tell.
Actually, it's not.
Let's see. 20 seconds. There's the horizon.
Just watch the first 20 seconds. Don't jump to 20 seconds.
Yep. I'm watching. Mirror line.
So right at the start of the video, you saw no ships. So they are already beyond the horizon, as you claimed. Then they zoomed in, as you claimed would not happen. So, would you like to retract your statement?
Well, at the beginning of the video, I said it was CGI, and it looks CGI. So
You're a clown.
Brother.
AI is
He's
pretty
too
good
good at this.
nowadays.
Well, have you ever seen this with your own eyes?
See, my own eyes can't zoom in that far, so.
Have you ever seen ships go over the horizon with your own eyes, dude?
No.
Okay, then why do you think that this is what's seen?
Well, because, I've seen videos of it.
Oh.
A lot of videos of it.
You've never seen any videos where it don't happen?
CGI or AI.
Like the one you just saw?
Like this one. Look at the AI.
So I did this test myself. Watched the ship go 30 miles away, and it never disappeared over the horizon. So, what now?
Well, that's your
So the problem with the
perspective.
horizon you're gonna have is that the horizon's not the edge of the ball, dude. You know how we know that?
How do we
Because the
know
horizon
that?
moves around. You can stand there on the beach, staring at the horizon. If you watch it for 4, 5, 6 hours, you'll watch the horizon go further away and then come closer, further away and closer. You'll see it move up and down. You'll see it go all sorts
That's
of
because
places.
the Earth is spinning at all times.
So the horizon moves because the Earth is spinning.
He's cooked.
Exactly. Why would the horizon not move? the Earth was.
Well, it doesn't.
spinning.
Okay, so it's
See?
not the edge of a ball.
It's not the edge of a ball, of course.
Well,
it's
I
the
mean,
edge of
if the
a ball.
horizon's moving, then what's the ship disappearing over?
The curve.
Well, how can
Slowly
it be
on
the
the
curve if
horizon,
it's
wait
moving?
for me.
How is the curve moving?
Well, let's take a step back.
How,
If
no,
I have a tennis
no, we're
ball,
right on point.
no.
How is the curve moving?
If I have a tennis ball and I'm moving it, it's not every part of the tennis ball going to be moving.
Yeah, but you're on the tennis ball, dude.
Exactly. It's moving though, so I'm moving.
Yeah, that's fantastic. But we want to know why the horizon's moving, even though you're standing still.
Well, let me move this goalpost. When I look in the sky, everything is round, so therefore the ground is round.
Yeah, that's a non sequitur. Doesn't logically follow from the premise.
Damn
I
it.
see trees, therefore I am a tree. It's as stupid as that.
Well, we are trees, kinda.
Okay, you just go on mute, dude. You're bricked.
Tochi, were you role playing as a fake Glober again? Is that what you're doing?
No, he's been normal now.
If that was an actual Glober, not the real one, I can't tell.
He's
No,
too
that
good at
was-
playing the character. That's
Yeah,
what
no, he was just LARPing as a global.
Oh, I was about to say, I'm like, damn, that's pretty good, dude.
I don't know about that.
I'm like, dude, he was doing way better than me then.
Those responses were too natural.
Among Us.
Yo, can you be imagine LARPing so good he got muted?
I posted at 17 minutes past the hour. I'll be right back.
15 minutes
What did he
past
post?
the hour.
Oh, did AI say that?
That video's an inferior mirage, dude. What are you doing?
Oh, did he show the super zoom video again? Did he?
Hey,
Why would you
Tenori,
show an
stop.
inferior mirage?
So you think the refraction is over 0.5?
It's an inferior mirage.
That would be refraction over 0.5, right?
No, inferior mirage aren't necessarily created by refraction, dude.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Something called total internal reflection. It's a reflection, right? It's a double image.
Why would it need to be a mirage or a reflection?
Why are we looking at the mirage to see if it matches the globe? You said that you were going to find something where the math matches the globe, and you showed an inferior mirage.
Okay. So at 14 kilometers, there's no way you could see it without it being an inferior mirage?
Shane, let's break it down to its basics. You need a discrete horizon line and some kind of demarcation to identify where the horizon is in relationship to that demarcation. For example, if I was to plonk a witch's hat at 10 miles, we could see the witch's hat, we could see the horizon after the witch's hat, and we could say we definitely know the horizon is beyond 10 miles. Is that nice and easy to follow?
So you want me to
In
draw a
your
line on the video? Like what is it you want to see?
Well, at the moment, what you've got is the water line, and then it breaks into TIR, and then a mirage. You don't know where the horizon is in your demonstration. So you claiming the horizon is somewhere particular is null and void because there isn't really one there. It's a blurred mass of nothingness.
If you have an inferior mirage and you can see, if you know that boat's 14 miles out on a globe and you know the observer height and it's not too high, that's a big, big problem for the globe, even though there's a mirage there.
That's a big problem for the globe.
Yeah, well, okay. So according to the mainstream definitions of what causes an inferior mirage, it's when light bends upward.
I don't see an inferior mirage. I look at the shapes of the top of it.
It's a textbook
What shape would
definition
things be if
inferior
they're an
mirage,
inferior
dude.
mirage?
It's a textbook definition inferior mirage. It's a mirrored image. You can see it. It's a full blown inferior mirage. The whole bottom portion of that ship is just a mirror of the top portion. Mirrored image. You can look at it. Like look at it. It's a mirror.
So the bottom of that ship has stacks and has that the radio tower and has that winch and crane system. That's on the
At
bottom of the
17
ship.
minutes past the hour, AI
Mhm.
has got a video cut there. It's probably the one that I posted for you last night. It's got a
Mhm.
small image of what this ship actually looks like. There
Correct.
is no stacks at the bottom of the ship
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you. How is it an inferior mirage?
because it's a
Because
reflection of the top to the bottom.
So you see that as upside down?
look,
We see that as
inferior.
a reflection.
So you see it as upside down?
We see it as a reflection.
It's a double image with the bottoms touching. That's why they call it inferior mirage. If the tops were touching with a double image, that would be a superior mirage. And I just posted drawing a line right through it. So between the red line and the water, what's in there? Is that boat? There was a rowboat out there. Would you see it? Would you not see it?
I can't make an inference based on something I can't see that's not in the image.
You did before. You assumed it was curved based on what you can't see. So why can't you do it now?
Because that's what I see.
So you could see curvature through that blurry mess where the red line is, but now you can't tell us where the horizon is or what's in
No,
that
you
blurry
asked me.
mess.
No, again, that's a big leap from what you said
No,
and
it's
what I said.
not. That's exactly
Yeah, you
what
did.
you're doing.
You
Stage one,
specifically
I
said
see
you can't
curvature.
see a
Stage
rowboat.
two,
You said
I can't
rowboat.
define the horizon.
You said
There is no
rowboat.
difference of the picture. It is still identical. It's you that's changed, not me.
I did not change. You asked me about a rowboat, and I said I can't make a comment
No,
about
no.
something I can't see. And then you made some big leap to some other thing that I was saying, that was not what I was saying.
Where's the horizon?
See a rowboat.
Where's the horizon?
I mean, let's use your red line. Let's use whatever line you
No,
want.
no. Where is the horizon in that image?
Do you not see it?
No, I don't.
You told me there
There's a
was a
big blurry
mirage,
mess.
but taking the mirage. So let's say we'll take the mirage line. Sure. Or we could take the line
So
that's
you're
like
going to accept
below
the
that.
mirage line as the horizon.
I'll take either one because either one of them still
Either one.
not
What's the
enough of
second
a
option? Are you taking the red line as the horizon? Yes or no?
I am not going to answer your question yes or no because that's not the answer. Neither one, yes or
Okay
no.
then. So what you're saying now is you can't define what the horizon is, thus you don't have your ball-tard. If you can't tell us what the horizon is in order to measure to it, you don't have anything.
Yeah, we're supposed to be confirming the math, man. Where'd that go?
Look up at my math right above that. Also at the
Yeah, but
917.
which horizon are you using? The red one or the water?
Use either one. It's not going to make a big impact on what you actually see.
Well, it does for the measurement. That would
Is
be
the
like
horizon a
20
cliff in you
meters.
guys' mind? Like if when you hear horizon, do you think that means cliff? Do you think that means it just suddenly drops off? The horizon is like a a how thick is an horizon from your view? Is it 1 millimeter? Is it 10 feet? How thick is a horizon?
What are you talking about? The horizon is where the Earth appears to meet the sky. It doesn't have a thickness.
You know, we can very easily recreate this same effect with this ship on a flat surface.
Okay.
Easily.
Can you show me the math for that? Oh, I'm sorry,
can
math
just show
doesn't
you.
matter, right?
No, I can
To
just
you it
Who
does,
cares
but
if we? What do we
others it
need
doesn't.
math for? We
just
can
show
recreate it
you
on a
it.
flat surface.
Yeah, you want
Okay.
to see it on a flat surface?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. He's lowering the camera.
And your math is a joke. It's like, how do you know how much is hidden if you don't know where you're measuring from?
How do I know how much is hidden if I don't know what I'm measuring from?
Yeah, the red line or the frickin' or the water. Because the same amount isn't above the red line and above the water at the same time, right? Those are two different values.
So what you see below the red line is the same amount that is above?
What are you talking about?
I repeated your statement and confusion, trying to
No, it's
understand.
not the same amount. Okay. Now, if the ship is hidden by the globe, the amount that would be hidden by the globe above the red line would be a lesser amount that would be hidden above the water. Right? They'd be two different values. One, it would be say 5 meters, and the other one would be 10 meters. How do you know what you can see if you don't even know where you're measuring up from?
How do I know what I would see if I don't know what I'm measuring up from?
Like, listen, stop that
Go
shit.
ahead.
Okay, I know the gimmick where people repeat your questions to give themselves time to think. Okay, just
Well, I
stop it,
needed
dude.
time
That's
to
like the
think.
5th time you've
Okay,
done it.
sorry, I won't think. My bad. My problem. I guess
No, you're
I
trying.
you know,
You're trying to come up with a bullshit excuse. This
no,
is
I'm
horse
not.
shit, and it insults my intelligence. That's why I'm getting aggravated.
Okay.
You said it matches the globe. Which one, the red line or the fucking water?
I mean, I would use the water. The red line is part of I
But
do see
which
the
one
mirage.
matches the globe? You quantified it.
I mean, okay. I believe I've answered that question.
You quantified it. That means the number matches either the amount of ship above the red line or it matches the amount of ship above the water. Those are two different numerical values. It can't be both. Which one does it match?
I have the data right there. Zodiac also reposted the
There's no
same link.
data.
There's no data? Okay.
Yeah, equations aren't data. Data is collected with instruments. It says visible, 10 meters. Is that 10 meters above the red line or the water?
That would be above the horizon, which is the water.
Okay, so there's 10 meters visible. Well, okay. So between the red line and the water, what's in there?
Right now you're seeing a mirage. You're seeing the
But what's in
reflection.
there? There's something there behind it, right?
And I answer your question, and then you just repeat back to me the same question.
Well, I'm trying to nail you down. I didn't
No, you're
repeat
trying to
back
get
the
me
same
to answer
question.
the
So
question.
there's
Oh,
something behind, right, that you can't see because of the mirage, right? Because of the air. Is stopping the light from getting to the camera. That's why I asked you about a rowboat. If there was a rowboat between the camera and the bottom of that boat, would you see the rowboat?
again, I would not know. I don't see a rowboat in there in order to be
Okay,
able to make
but
any
there
inferences on that.
but you know that that's not the ship between the red line and the water, right? Is the ship upside down?
No, I don't. I wasn't making that claim.
Okay, so it's not upside down. That means these these features that we see are not the ship.
Which the ones between the red and the
Between the
what you say is
red
the
line
water
and the
line?
top of the water. Between the red line and the water.
Okay.
That's not ship.
Okay. Cool. I mean, well,
Then
I
what's
don't.
there?
You're not looking at the same image I'm looking at. You can't see what's there. What are you asking me to tell you? I don't understand.
What's there in reality, dude? If we go poof and the mirage disappeared, what will we see? Would we see the bottom of the boat?
No, not enough distance. Not enough space between those two.
So that's cap, because if you look at the back, that's the top of the boat. That's the top of the aft part of the boat.
Yeah, on the right.
Yeah, that means you underneath that red line is boat. Is the hull of the boat.
Well, you're asking. Okay, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so
At
it's
some
not
point
hidden by the
underneath that red
horizon.
line, yes, there would be the hull of the boat.
Yeah, that's right. It's not hidden by the horizon. It's hidden by an inferior mirage. Why would you pick out of all the stuff that's on the internet an inferior mirage?
Give me something else. I'll do the same thing with it.
Black Swan.
I mean, Master Yoda posted one.
Oh, where's that one at?
It's up slightly. 10.10 miles.
The platform habitat.
Yeah.
Do we know what the elevation was for the observer?
8 feet. Furthest rig is 10 miles. The horizon should be I think it's 346 miles away. So how can the horizon be behind the last rig?
What height are we using for the platform habitat? Are we using the?
Doesn't matter. We're talking about the horizon. The
So it
horizon
doesn't matter.
Zero.
No, it doesn't
Shane,
matter.
zero.
It doesn't matter
Zero.
because the thing that's supposed to be blocking it is behind it.
The thing that's
So
supposed
it's
to be
zero.
blocking is
That's
behind it.
the number you're
yes.
after, Shane, is zero. This is why you were coming unstuck. You're assuming some elevation thing. It's nothing to do with it. The oil rigs are demarcation. If we could remove them and leave a traffic cone there, it would be so much better.
So we know the furthest rig is 10 miles away. We know the Glob predicts the horizon should be 3.46 miles away. So how's the horizon behind the rig? Should be in front. This is about the horizon distance. It's not about whether the rig is blocked or not. We know it's not blocked because you can't be blocked by the horizon if it's behind you, obviously. Now, you were looking for that video. The horizon is not the physical edge of a ball that blocks things. And we know this because it moves around.
What video am I looking for?
No, the video you looked
I didn't
for
know I was looking
earlier.
for a video.
When you were looking for that video earlier, we were talking to somebody else. Okay. And I told him the same thing I'm telling you. The horizon's not the edge of the earth. It's not the edge of the ball where the curve starts. And we know this because you can go to the beach and you can watch the horizon for a few hours and watch the horizon move around, even though you aren't moving around. And in this video, it's 10 times too far. So, why is it 10 times too far? What globe does that match? 65,000 mile radius or something. So when you guys say, "Hey, man, the math matches reality," it doesn't. I know right off the bat you've never looked at anything. I never once.
Have you ever had show
Oh,
you
go
that
ahead.
extreme curve that's over like Lake Pontchartrain with the bridge?
What about it? You think that's
No,
Earth curve?
it's just they're like, "There's the curve," and then but the
Yeah.
reality is if the Earth was that curved, it would only be like a couple thousand miles around.
Oh yeah, you like 900-kilometer radius.
Yeah, something ridiculously small. Yeah.
Yeah, and as DJ was saying, we can demonstrate the whole ships over the horizon, things being cut off bottom first. We can demonstrate that on known flat surfaces. The whole argument behind the globe is, oh, the ship sails away. I don't see the bottom. It gets cut off first, and then the top, et cetera, et cetera. That can only happen on a curved surface. So the Earth's a globe. It's not true. We can demonstrate it. When we don't need math, we don't need an explanation. We can take a surface that we know is 100%. This surface is flat. We can replicate it. We don't need to know why. We don't need to know how, because we can just replicate it. So the scenario of impossible on a flat surface is not true.